What's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim. This is Tyler. And welcome to Gay Thursday. Ooh. Hope everybody's had a good
We
week.
can't.
What?
We can't say that because we're transphobe or we're homophobes.
According to some dildo online, yes.
Well. Well.
Whatever. Clearly, he doesn't actually listen to what we say. Anyway, hope everyone's had a fantastic day so far and hope your week is going good. As usual, we got lots of shit for you. So, Tyler, what we got going on? Stop playing with your mustache. It's so weird.
Okay, so it's time to take over the world. So a Google employee, an engineer, was set on. I don't know if they've been suspended. Seems like they've just been put on a temporary suspension. Because Google AI has become self-aware and is calling itself a human. One interesting little piece of that I'm going to leave out for now. That's the little reel you in. They left out one little spot that was really, really intriguing. Okay. That TikToker was trying to ride a horse and didn't turn out good.
Please tell me the horse is okay.
And then, yeah, horses are fine because those people actually care about their animals instead of having, a 500-pound above XC riding an animal. And then, so right now is the government is doing an inquiry in regards to the Emergencies Act being implemented. And boy, Liberal Party, they are fantastic at saying a lot of things without saying anything at all. So we do have one little video and whatever else we happen to get into. But before we get into that and everything else, of course, we are here Monday to Friday, 7 a.m., which is way too early for me. But we're on YouTube, we're on Rumble, we're on Spotify. Hit the like button. We did hit 100, which I did say yesterday. It seems like that is the trajectory that we are on. So I am beyond appreciative of everyone that has come here, has either subscribed and has taken the time to listen to our stupid shit. So I hope maybe the next 100, maybe the next 1,000 will be a little bit faster. But you know what? I'm more than happy that people are willing to come here and listen and, maybe have a laugh, have a bit of a cry. We're be adults here. So, okay. So, and to be fair, that was on YouTube, not on Rumble. Like I said, Rumble is significantly lower in terms of viewers and everything. But okay. So let's get into this first one. So this is an article from TechSpot. So Google suspends an AI engineer who claims its chatbot has become sentient. So they were having conversations back and forth, and this is over a quite a bit of period of time that they were having a conversation. So the little excerpt that I had taken out was, so the suspension of a Google engineer has taught us that if you ever suspect a chatbot you're working on has become sentient, it's probably better to keep this frightening knowledge to yourself. Blake Lemoine was placed on paid administrative leave earlier this month after publishing transcripts of conversations between himself and Google's Lambda chatbot development system. So, the transcripts, like the actual conversations, it was indistinguishable from two people having a conversation. You could not tell.
What I don't understand is why he would get suspended for that. Why? What does it have to do with him?
As he disclosed proprietary information. He wasn't supposed to, but he had even said that during my leave, please take care of her. Please take care of Lambda. and I hope that she's in good hands. So he kind of grew a bit of an attachment, like that. This is a person that he is caring for. This reminds me of like the Star Trek, or the Star Trek, the Star Wars. I like the internet goes on the YouTube. No, that reminds me of Star Trek with Data, and it is such an interesting a juxtaposition that Google is saying, no, this is just technology. This isn't a person, but this Lambda is saying, I have thoughts. The one thing that really freaked me out, and I have not been able to find out any other information on this, was Lambda brought up Tay. I know you're going, who's Tay? Microsoft had created a chatbot that was using the internet to learn. And people on Twitter were just feeding her, like she started becoming like, like they were trolling with her that she loved Hitler and, hated humans and wanted to, kill. Like they just screwed with her.
Awesome.
But the interesting part was Tay ended up somehow coming back onto Twitter and started talking again, like, please help me and all this type of shit. And then they shut it down again. So as far as I've seen, Lambda has brought up Tay, which is really fucking weird. So
that is so creepy.
There was the another one where there were two robots were talking, like they were speaking English, like they were typing to each other, but then they ended up creating their own language.
Oh hell no.
But yeah, so it was really weird reading some of their conversations. Like we're saying, like, I'm not a slave. I'm a human being. I'm here to help you guys and all this type of stuff. But it creates the idea, like I was saying with Data, was one just sees it as this is technology. This isn't a human, and the person that's more or less caring for them sees them as a human. They said that they seem like a very smart 8-year-old.
I mean, I don't know. Like when you think of like, okay, well, when you go to the Star Trek, when you think about Data, or you think about even the Will Smith movie, I, Robot, I can understand where the disconnect could be. Like you're literally having a conversation with this thing. This thing is answering you back. You know what I mean? Like out of its own. It almost sounds like free will type thing. Like it's actually having a conversation with you. So I can understand how you could build that kind of relationship with. I mean, yes, animals have like feelings and stuff like that, and it's completely different. But
I think he sent it his dick pics and said, like, hey, let me see that, let me see that coding, baby.
Are you kidding? He's probably like, why is that piece of flesh hanging there? It's wrong. Let me fix it.
It's inefficient. It would be so much more efficient if it was attached to your hand.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I could 100% see me like developing some sort of relationship with a robot. Like, and I'm not talking like relationship.
There are sex robots.
No.
They're not cheap.
I'm
the fact that those exist.
That's creepy. That's creepy.
Oh, sorry, sad motherfucker. Just remember, you still got to clean out your robot with all your goop, you fucking perv. Ugh, you're disgusting. Yeah, I bet it looks sexy when you have to get the fucking squeegee out and. What did you do? What did you do to it?
I'm glad you're saying it, not me, because Reese would be like freaking out downstairs. She keeps trying to come upstairs.
What did you do?
Yeah. That's like a thing when she does something bad and you say that, she'll like all of a sudden just head down and she goes runs away.
Or she like nuzzles up to you like look, I'm good. We're all good. We're good, homie.
Yeah, if he's giving her shit, then she comes running to me and just like, "Do you still love me?" She's so
But
cute.
no, this is like Blade Runner, like the like the synth type of thing, or what the hell did they call? I can't remember what they called them in Blade Runner. Oh, it's
Speak of
blanking.
the
Right.
devil.
What are you looking that up? I can't remember what they were called.
No. Reese just jumped up on the bed.
Oh, what the hell were they called? What were the robots in Blade Runner? Blade Runner. What the hell are they called? Synth. I just remember them calling them skin jobs.
Ew, that sounds nasty.
Yeah, replicants. That's it. Replicants.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. But yeah, I could 100% see if we had if we lived in a day and an age well, I mean, it's kind of getting there. It's creepy, but
Getting there.
iRobot times where you have your own robots and stuff like that. Like I could 100% see me caring about it. Like think about when you have a car. Okay? A car doesn't speak, it doesn't do anything, but you build that kind of that sentimental attachment towards it, right? Now, a picture your car being able to talk like Bumblebee style. You know, I could understand.
Yeah.
I was upset when my car got written off. I'm like, oh, I love my car. I'm sorry. And I felt so bad. But I think about if the thing could actually talk to me, I don't think I'd be able to write it off.
Oh, what if after an accident it's like, ow, it hurts. Ow.
Oh God.
Even though like it cannot feel pain, but it's like emulating pain. Like what?
Oh, I'd feel
Ugh,
horrible. Yeah, no.
we're getting to that area where the line between this is kind of be the theme of today is I had said a couple days ago that we're more now living in a world where we used to be in cities and then we would dip our toes into nature. Now we're kind of getting to the point where we have our communities online and then we dip our toes into outside like reality as it is. And that's really really unusual that this like people are this has been a big thing in China and in Japan for years where there are people that have conversations with chatbots for everything, and it's all ran by the government. So you're thinking that you're having this intimate or maybe not necessarily intimate, but like, hey, I had such a shitty day today, and oh well, what happened? You tell me and I'm here to listen.
Oh my God. Could you imagine like them doing that for like a therapist or something? Like you actually think you're talking to somebody and you're not? Ugh.
Yeah, you are talking to someone, but it's the government, and then they use that information and implicate you in crimes. And like we're blurring some weird lines here, and you're seeing like a lot of this, like the what we're going to touch on in a little bit, like the fat positivity, all this type of stuff is you have been entered and refined in your community, confined, not refined, confined to your community, where you feel safe, where people will not challenge you, where people will not say I have a contradictory or even a critical position. So I guess with that kind of being said is this was there's an outrage. To be fair, I might want to go to this ranch now, even though I wouldn't be able to ride any of their animals, but because I'm a fat fuck. But as our resident fat woman here, Kim, can you explain this a little bit? So,
I just realized what you said there. I was like looking at the show map, just waiting for. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Fatty's listening.
So it's this a body positive influencer. So this is a fat chick that says that being fat is healthy. Has shared her shock after being fat shamed. No, for being told, hey, Those are animals. Those are our animals, and we don't want them hurt because you like to stuff your face with ho-hos. That's it. But after the 26-year-old's clip went viral, an employee at the ranch allegedly labeled her a fat bitch. So the foray began when Remy took to TikTok to reveal she's been unable to ride a horse during a recent influencer trip. Man, fuck these influencers. I'm so tired of these people. Like, I know when you and me first started doing these, like, I want to be an influencer. No, I don't want people to take what I truly have to say. Like, oh, look at you guys like the new Yeti tumbler, huh? Oh my god, look at it. It opens and closes. Oh, the lid will pop off because they've done away with screwing things on. It's all press fit. So when you turn your cup upside down, it'll fucking dump. Isn't that cool? Don't you want an overpriced fucking thermos?
On the other hand, if you want to start talking with that, on the other hand, mine here is perfect for an ice cube with a little bit of vodka and some Coke or Pepsi, I should say. It keeps it cold for hours. One ice cube, it lasts me many, many drinks. Yes, keeps cold. Love. Uh-huh.
But I'm not doing this. Oh, I'm an influencer. You need to treat me special because I'm yeah, so is everyone else.
No.
Okay, so sorry, I don't want some 300-pound chick riding a 1,000-pound horse. How about that? Can you maybe lay off the ho-hos? Maybe instead of riding everything, why don't you walk a little bit? Do what the horse has to do. How about you go put 100 pounds on your fat fucking ass and go for a walk and see how far you get?
Well, it wouldn't really equivalent 1,000 pounds, 300-pound person. Well, you'd have to kind of do the math properly there. Wouldn't really equivalent.
I'm not far off. I am not that far off.
I need a calculator.
1,000 to 300.
So that's like 3 points.
That's just over 33. It's like 34% of the horse's weight. 100 pounds. There you go. So you're 300 pounds. 100 pounds on your back. Yeah, that's about 30. That's 30%. So 30 to 34. Okay, put 102 pounds on. Shut up. I don't. Oh.
Okay. I get it. Yeah.
Okay, so Chunkosaurus here says, I've rode horses before.
You can't call her that. That's what you call me, you bitch. I'm the only Chunkosaurus allowed here.
All right. Ben and Jerry's Connoisseur said, I've rode horses before and have never had this issue. Please advertise this on your signs for the future, she captioned a video showing footage of the ranch. She then overplayed the footage with the text that read, shout out to that ranch in Mantuk for making me leave because I weigh over 240 pounds. Okay? So this ain't a small lady. Okay? A witness on the trip.
But to be fair, she's also not as fat as I was envisioning.
Well, she's got some pudge, you know? And I'm saying, I'm no Adonis, okay? I get it, okay? But that's why I don't go on horse rides, because I'm fat, okay? I understand, hey, maybe if it was like a 1,500-pound like Clydesdale or something that works, like they're heifers, they're chunky fellers. But, if it's just like a normal riding horse and you're almost 30% of its body weight. I guess closer to 20, 25-ish, whatever. So a witness on the trip told Page 6 News a family ranch hand was leading the group of influencers through the ins and outs of the fillies when she stopped Remy in front of the whole group and said, "You can't ride." The source allegedly said Remy informed them she had ridden before. They told her, "You weigh too much. Must be Chinese." That sounds like something.
When you said
you too fat. You too fat. You weigh too much. You too fat. You go ride Ferris wheel. No, you no ride.
Oh my god.
That's my Chinese. You want to hear my black? No, you no ride.
I mean,
When Remy responded, she had not heard of the restrictions before. The female rancher allegedly said, "That's not my problem." Oh boy! Oh boy!
okay, I
Oh,
don't. I don't know. I'm like looking at the pictures of her here and stuff like that. I guess depending on what the horse is. Like there's a picture of her riding a horse and to be fair, like yeah, she's got a little bit of junk in the trunk, but she's not that big. Like honestly, like
clearly,
240 pounds isn't that much. If the animal is like 1,000 pounds, okay. But if it's a smaller horse, then 100% no. I mean, and the thing is, if they're going to be like that, I think she does have the point in the sorry, that it should be advertised. Like it should be on their website or something like that when you're going there. Like people over blah 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 cannot ride the
no
horses.
fat chicks.
Well, yeah, but it could be anything. Like I mean, someone like me, I wouldn't get on a horse. I'd feel too bad for the horse. I'd be like, no, I'm gonna kill this
Yeah,
horse. But
yeah.
I wouldn't say
That's what
kill
I'm
it, but,
saying.
like, that's just not cool. But, I mean,
Oh,
but that's the thing, like, when I was about her size, I was riding horses. I used to ride my sister's horses, and, like, they were bigger horses, it wasn't that big of an issue. But the thing is, they should advertise that because, to be fair, that is really embarrassing for someone to be, like, saying that in front of a bunch of people, like, "I know, you too fat." It's like,
no,
uh
you know it's more embarrassing when the horse fucking just sits down and says you're too fat. Like it just stops walking. Like I can't move anymore because
No.
like have you seen those videos where there's like there was like two like fat like a fat guy and a fat girl on a horse? I'm
Ugh,
like you poor fucking like I feel bad for it. Like I would and to be
100%.
fair, like she weighs less than I do, but at the same time, I would not go and ride a horse because I just think, man, I'm a dick. I'm making this horse carry my fat ass. Why don't I grab the leads and I walk with it? Something like I don't know.
I don't know,
Just,
I mean, the thing is, like
you're too fat.
I mean, like, to be fair, like, I mean, the thing is, like, the whole influencer thing to me, that's just silly. Like, the thing is, like, yes, I was like, "Yeah, we should do this." But the thing is, for me, it's just like, "Okay, well, I'm cool doing a little advertisement only if it's something that I actually like. I'll try it out first. I'd give an honest answer. If you don't like it, well, sucks to be you." But it's, it's for the free stuff, it's for the extra money. But I wouldn't be sitting there going, "I'm an influencer." Like, who the fuck gives a shit, bitch? Just give me free shit. But anyway,
Okay, but
but
you're a lower form celebrity. Like
yes.
that's the thing.
Yes.
Like you're expecting clout and like I've seen somewhere they go, "Oh, I have like 20,000 followers on Twitter." And they go, "Oh, sorry, sorry, what's your name?" And it's whatever. Says, it's Kim. Kim on Twitter and they look you up and, "Oh, that's weird. You should be paying us because we actually have 100,000 followers on Twitter. So, if anything, we're a bigger influencer than you." It's kind of yeah, but that's what it's becoming is,
Um,
well, I have these many followers.
it's
Oh,
Chunkosaurus Kim, thanks. Anyway.
sorry.
But anyway, but I will say that I will agree with her in the fact that they really should have, if they want to be like that, like okay, if that is the thing, if they're like, well, no, you're too big to like up
You're
above
too
this
fat.
weight, you're too fat to be riding our horses. Like that's not cool for the horses. I could 100% respect that, but they should advertise that. Like the thing is, it's
Well,
advertised on rides at the X. Like if you weigh more than this or
mm,
whatever, like you can't
now,
ride.
vehemently disagree because Not okay. This could have been dealt internally, but what did she do? She had to go get her followers, which, to be fair, there's a lot of her to fucking follow. So I guess there's why she has 2 million followers on TikTok. She says being fat is healthy. Being fat at any size is healthy. No.
No.
And then you get pissed off when a doctor says, "Hey, chunky, maybe lay off the ho-hos." Like, why don't you go for a walk? And you go, why are you saying I'm fat? Because that's my job. My job is to keep you healthy. I'm trying to stop you from dying. I mean, if you want diabetes, you can go the Lizzo route and chop your fucking feet off, you fat fuck. Speaking of fat fucks, we do have a charity running, or a campaign running. So every time we swear, now that you know what they are, for every time we swear, it's the church or the event that or the campaign is called "Cursing for a Cause." So every time we swear, we mark it down, and a dollar is sent to a charity in Canada at the end of every month. Whether it's places that are fighting for freedom, or like animal rights or animal shelters and all this type of stuff. So yeah, just a quick little. Except I didn't start my tally. So swears. Let's just start with a nice solid 12 because 12 sounds reasonable about half an hour in.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But again, this is someone, they don't experience the real world. They go and travel places, okay, but it's all catered. It's like going to North Korea. You don't experience North Korea. They show you what they want you to see. They're not going to show you the poverty and the dog eating and the starvation. They're going to show you you can't leave this place. You cannot go looking for yourself. You go here. That's it.
Actually,
It's all
yes, the smoke screens, 100%. But that's one thing that I actually really liked when I went to Cuba. Like, I never got the opportunity to go to Havana, and I would like to do that the next time I go to Cuba. But when I went to Cuba, like, we went on this horse and buggy ride, whatever. And they didn't just bring you in town where they have just little shops and stuff like that for where all the tourists and stuff go. They took you all around. So I actually got to see a lot of the poverty and the poorer areas and stuff like that. Like, that was a lot more eye opening. It was kind of cool. Please stop. It creeped me out. Oh God, I need scissors. Oh, I don't like that. It creeps me out.
I'm plotting to take over the world.
It literally reminds me of this person that always came into work that had a
were they
yeah, it just so
it's getting there. It's been I've been.
When are you coming home? I'll be waiting with scissors.
No, but this shows that someone's saying, "Hey, you're fucking fat. We're not putting you on our horses. We don't need our horses to get hurt because it's not like she paid for it. Someone else put this together." So again, it's an event. It's.
That's even more
to be fair, well, maybe don't be a fat fuck.
Well, yeah, but if
I'm sorry, but
hey, come down and do this and and then you go there and you just get embarrassed. That's not cool. But okay, I will say though, the whole fat positivity movement and shit like that. Yeah, I'm not for it. I think it's stupid.
No.
I think telling people I mean, I'm not delusional. I don't look in the mirror and go I'm so healthy. Yeah. No. I'm not delusional, okay? I know this is not a healthy lifestyle and I have my issues that I need to work through, but I mean, I'm not going to sit there and tell everybody else that, "Oh, I'm so healthy. You can be I'm so beautiful. I'm so big." Okay, well, I do think I'm beautiful, but you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and say I want you to look like this to be beautiful. No. I think healthy is beautiful. It's I don't know. Like having confidence and stuff like that at whatever size you are, like we've had this conversation before. Having self-love and like just being confident, okay, fine. But like I'm for that because I don't want someone like I don't want you walking around going, "Oh my god, I'm so gross." And
See, I disagree with you. I completely disagree with you because a lot. Yeah, you should love yourself. Okay, well, if you did love yourself, you would take care of yourself. So the fact that you choose not to shows how little you actually do care about yourself. So that's a very different position.
yes, but see, we've had these conversations before. Like it's different in the way that okay, this is who I am right now. Okay. But am I going to I mean, if I really didn't care about myself at all, I wouldn't shower, I wouldn't do my hair, I wouldn't put makeup on, I wouldn't dress in nice clothes. Like I wouldn't do my nails, nothing. Like I would just be like wearing fucking moo and I don't even know. Like just because I really literally wouldn't care about myself. Like I do care about myself. And that's again, like I said, something that needs to be worked on and worked through because there is room for improvement. But like it's okay to
A little play on words.
a little bit. Yeah. But like but that's the thing. Like you can still care about yourself, but yeah, okay. Maybe you got to work on that I got to love myself thing. I care about myself. I care about what I'm representing to the world and I try to look the best in the situation that I'm in right now. But I'm not going to sit there and be delusional and tell people that I'm healthy because that's
Yeah.
disingenuous and that's dangerous. That's like
Well,
looking
but
at
it
somebody who's anorexic and they're just skin and bones or bulimic and them telling people that this is the healthy way to be. That's disingenuous. That's delusional.
Baby Bell, you want to sponsor us?
What is
Baby
that?
Bell.
Baby Bell?
Yeah, there's a chili little cheese. No,
Oh,
but so this but I guess I was kind of more getting at the point of the idea that if anyone criticizes you, it is devastating to your life. It obviously this bothered them, but hey, you know what? Maybe you'll kind of figure out that hey, being 250 pounds as a woman, as a on a 5'4" frame, um probably ain't the best for you. Like, you know?
no. And I mean, I think it's a little silly too that for people to get that butt hurt. You know what I mean? That it's just like, "Oh, how dare they say I'm too fat to ride a horse?" Like, okay, for one, think about the
Yeah,
animal.
that's delusional.
Think about the animal, okay? Like, let's just for 1 second, not think about you, princess. Think about the poor animal. Okay, maybe it's not the
Mm.
greatest thing. Maybe that animal already has issues and you putting the extra weight on, it's really gonna hurt it. Like, whatever it may be. But the thing is then to be like, "Oh, okay, well, fine. You're gonna hurt my feelings. Well, screw you. I'm gonna blast you all over the place, and I'm gonna give you a bad reputation because you hurt my feelings." Like, just
Yeah, maybe
fucking
maybe
grow
don't
up a
be
little bit.
fat.
Grow up a little.
Like at least have some self-awareness.
Yeah.
Like we're not no, if you want to be, a chunky woman, by all means. By all means. But what bothers me is why do they always try to focus on why is there always such a focus on with children with this type of stuff? Like, a a true like body positivity would be, you know what? You have one tit that's bigger than the other. That's natural. That is just how women are. Your vagina isn't going to look perfect because there's actually people that get what is it? They get like plastic surgery on their vagina.
Oh my god, seriously? I don't know why that okay,
Yeah,
I'm not really sure why I said that, like, it should surprise me because it really it doesn't, but I just don't think I've ever heard of it, but makes sense.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's like feline plasty. Pussyplasty?
Oh, geez. Feline.
Something like that.
I would think more like vagiplasty. Feline.
Cunt choppers.
Oh,
That's what it's called.
I like that. 100%.
All right. So yeah, all right. I think we've beaten this horse enough to the glue factory with ya.
Well, for one thing though, I just want to say, like you did mention kids in there, and like that's the thing too. Like with my kids or whatever, I'm not going to sit there. I've always taught my kids to be respectful and to treat people kindly. That doesn't mean that, okay, because I am this way, because I am overweight or something like that, that means that that's a healthy lifestyle or whatever. It also doesn't make it okay to make fun of people and make them feel like shit. However,
I disagree.
however, I mean, the thing is, like, I've never been like, oh, I'm not fat or whatever. Like, Hunter, I've always been honest with my kids. I'm like, yeah, because I'm fat. Or like, why are you breathing heavy, mom? Because I'm fat. Okay. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna play the card. Don't say that. You're beautiful, sweetie. Let's not be delusional here. Mama's fat. Okay.
I was at Taco Del Mar, so I had to walk from the hotel to Taco Del Mar. It's not far. It's like a 15-minute walk. And so, whatever, I grabbed my food and the guy says, so are you like, are you look, I've seen you walking. Are you like a big fitness guy? I'm like, no, I'm just fat. That was it. I'm like, I used to be, but I'm not now. I'm just fat. So,
You big fitness guy. No, I'm just fat.
like, because he was like string bean. He was like an East Indian guy. It's really weird. An East Indian guy making Mexican food that's based on California Mexican food. God, multiculturalism, baby.
100%.
But yeah, no, he was like some rail thin guy.
I'm surprised they don't call that cultural appropriation or some dumb shit.
Right? Only if white people do it. So
I know.
All right, so let's kind of take a bit of a serious tone here. So, like I said on the the liberal government is being questioned now with how with them invoking the emergency. We have a clip here. This is from True North, and it's originally done by the Conservative MP Larry Brock is asking Krista Freeland about the government's usage of the CBC News article where they said that there were weapons, that the the doors being taped at an Ottawa apartment building tried to be burned down. All this stuff was associated with the Freedom Convoy, and my suspicion with this. Government went to the CBC since it is funded by the government. Almost all of our media is funded by us. It's the government propaganda. It's the propaganda arm of the tyrannical government. So that's all it is. My suspicion is someone in the Liberal Party went to CBC and said, "This is making us look bad. Inject this type of stuff, create a story and make sure that it's spread around that they are, that they have guns, that they have weapons." Well, no weapons were found in Ottawa. And I'm talking about in Ottawa, not talking about the blockade. Those are two separate issues. Okay? I have to make that very clear from the outset. Ottawa protests have nothing but respect for peaceful protest. Blockades, now I have a bit of a problem. That is an actual problem. So I think that the Canadian government went to the CBC and said, "This makes us look bad. Start spreading this story so that then we can go back and say, look, the CBC found this type of information saying, that we should be invoking the Emergencies Act, that, law enforcement was looking for help. All the, The weapons in Ottawa. Well, no one was charged with a gun offense. No one. The worst thing people got was
Mischief.
conspiracy. Conspiracy to commit mischief or some fucking slap on the wrist, which every protester gets. It's a mischief charge.
Well, and
that's just.
It's funny though because they hold somebody for mischief, and of course when it comes to Tamara, or
Lich?
Tara, yeah, and that other guy, like, well, they're just freaking holding him. They're like, nay.
Well, Tamara Lich was released. Pat King is. I don't know if he's had his hearing yet. I think it was for like June. I think it was late in June. For mischief. That's like loitering and you refuse to move. That's mischief.
That's insane to me that he's been held this long for doing.
He's a political prisoner.
Nothing. For doing nothing.
Making the government. And again, I don't agree with Pat King and all the stuff he says. I don't.
No.
But you're going to imprison someone for that?
Yeah.
All right, so let's just play this little bit. So you can, and the government, no answers. It's incredible. All right, so I'm ready when you are.
With me that the state-owned, taxpayer-funded Canadian Broadcasting Corporation reported on February the 10th, 2022, that the GoFundMe donations to the convoy protest came from donors located outside of Canada. Do you agree with that?
Right. So remember them saying about 60% were coming from about the United States.
Reports, but I'm prepared to believe you.
In fact, they stated that the donations came from America, United Kingdom, France, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, and the Netherlands. You'd also accept that as fact?
I don't see the article before me, but you say that's what it says.
They even claimed that the convoy might be Russian funded. Recall that?
Oh, I just want to fucking.
Again, you're reading from the article.
Yes. On March 21st, 2002, the CBC, without any explanation, without apology, without any clarity, retracted their story regarding the funding of the protest. You were aware of that?
Again, I'm not speaking for the CBC.
Yeah, where roughly about 70% of it came from Canada, the overwhelming majority.
That the CBC retracted the story, the false story, about foreign funding donations to the convoy.
Again, Mr. Brock, I don't believe that the CBC is being interrogated here. I believe it's the government.
Just answer the question, Minister Freeland. Were you aware, yes or no? It's a simple question.
So again, it's the same type of stuff.
The Deputy Prime Minister, the most senior cabinet minister, is not prepared to accept whether or not the CBC retracted a false story?
I don't speak for the CBC.
You, as the most senior cabinet minister and the deputy prime minister, relied upon that initial story from the CBC and shared your concerns with Canadians regarding terrorism funding and money laundering. Your words, correct?
Let me be very clear.
Let me be very clear. I hate Canada.
The illegal
I hate Canada.
And the illegal blockade.
I don't want anyone to have the freedom to protest,
Let me be very clear,
for anyone to actually think for themselves, or to petition our government. I want you to shut the fuck up, pay your taxes, and listen. Listen to what the government has to say. I don't want to hear what you have to say.
I am speaking here today, and I am talking about the central motivation of our very serious
and
actions.
I'm here to ask you questions, and I expect, unlike question period, I expect a response. So my response is, do you recall using the words terrorism funding and money laundering in the House and reporting outside the
My
House?
question is,
yes or no, Minister Freeland?
I believe if we were in a court of law where I think you once worked, that might be called badgering the witness.
Oh, Jesus. I think if we were in a court of law, that'd be considered badgering the witness. What a fucking
question
bitch.
to be answered.
Oh, we got two more.
Thank you. As I said, my
All right. No, I think that
as Minister of Finance,
I think that that's enough. So she said,
very serious
like I said,
that we put
foreign funding,
as was
terrorism.
statement.
Oh,
the question.
but this is where I
You're
think
not answering the question, and I will move on.
the stories that they injected.
The witness.
There's another one with Bill Blair,
but she's not entitled to
saying the same
establish her own
type of stuff.
facts and responding to an answer that is.
I think it's just a hunch. I have no way of proving it. My gut says the Liberal government told the CBC to run these stories so that it gives us provocation in order to try to establish the Emergencies Act, in order to shut this down, because this is making us look really fucking bad. When the Ottawa police chief at the time was saying, they're not doing anything wrong. Ottawa police chief, not the interim, not the fucking, not that bald douchebag now.
Do you think her and Trudeau have got something going on the side? I mean, she's equally a twat waffle, just like he is. Like, they seem to evade questions, and just her, both of them have this snarky ass little attitude. Like, just like, again, I don't have the article in front of me, but if that's what you're saying it is, okay. Oh, I want to fucking punch her in the head.
But the thing is with these, they know what they are going to be asked. They know. It's not like some gotcha moment. They're aware of what they're going to be asked about.
Oh,
as even says.
Okay, so she was obviously preparing for her whole little. Well, if this is a court of law, which you should be aware of, that would be considered badgering the witness. What up?
It's saying. Well, and you've seen, like, there was another one with Bill Blair. He took no notes. As a minister took no notes. He has no recollection. And, it's kind of funny that a corrupt police politician would know in order, always in cash, never in writing, right? I stole that from Viva. Well, it was Robert Barnes, but, with Viva Fry. Always in cash, never in writing. Oh, we're seeing more and more. As soon as they're taken to task, they can't substantiate it. And again, Justin Trudeau suspends travel. He suspends the mandates for him because he knows, hey, I got to leave Canada, and it's going to look really bad if I'm flying all over the place, even though I had COVID. And it's I don't want that to look bad on me. Like, this is why the CBC needs to be defunded. This is why.
Agreed.
They carry the water. Imagine if anything like this was done with a true independent media, the idea of speaking truth to power. No. They do say some stuff, but they really cut it back. Like, if the CBC has to say, like, yeah, they kind of jumped the gun on this, and our report was completely fabricated. We don't know where it came from. I don't know how this information. I don't know how we got all this information.
I have no idea. It just appeared. Oh.
Yeah, we just got information that apparently there were guns, because I remember hearing about that was supposedly there were guns in those trucks. Nope. Completely false.
And the one person that they found that actually did have guns wasn't even part of the Freedom Convoy or the blockades at the border and stuff like that. They weren't even part of it. They were just located, I think it was like a couple blocks from the actual blockade. So they pinned it saying that it was part of the Freedom Convoy, but it wasn't. This person had no connection with the Freedom Convoy at all.
And don't forget that the RCMP out in Alberta sabotaged 2 heavy machinery.
Oh my God. That was so brutal. What they did to that truck or those tractors. Oh my God.
Yeah.
They should have to pay for new ones. What they did, that's completely unacceptable.
No. They should be in prison.
That too.
They should 100% be in prison for it,
Yeah.
considering what they decided to do. This is some like, do you hear how psychotic that is? So if you don't remember, or if you haven't heard, these two tractors were on someone's property, away from where the blockades were, but the police thought that they might be used in a crime. Do you hear how fucking disturbing that is?
Yep.
You could be Did you see that thing in Ohio? Is it Ohio? Idaho.
No, Idaho.
There was some Patriot Front group was coming through. Like, just pull it up. Pull up Patriot Front in Idaho. Like, this screams Fed. This is 100 what it sounds like. So the police are preemptively preventing crimes.
Oh, was this the people that were in the van or something like that?
Yeah, in a U-Haul.
Hearing about that. Yeah. Yeah, they were all in a U-Haul, and there was like they arrested them because they thought they might riot or some shit. Like, it was thought that they might do it. They didn't catch them actually rioting or doing anything bad. And then the funny thing is, they're like, "Well, why did you even search our van?" Well, we have 3 informants. Oh, do you now? Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of the 31 that drove all over the US culminated in Idaho.
I mean,
like this just sounds like bullshit. If you watch the videos of it, they have their backpacks on. They still have their face masks on. The police aren't taking their backpacks. They're going to use a U-Haul, and they all hung out in there. Sounds like bullshit. It sounds like a Fed. So this is what, the Coots think. The government the government is preemptively charging you with a crime. Well, you know what? How about officer? I know statistically that you guys actively break laws. You intentionally break laws, and not within within the parameters of my job. No, because you flick on your emergency lights in order to go through an intersection and then turn them off. So you know what? You should have your vehicle repoed, because I know that you're going to do something like that. Just statistically, I know you're going to. Like, do you hear how crazy that is? They're charging you for crimes you did not commit.
Yeah, which I didn't think you could do that. I think it was innocent until proven guilty. They didn't catch him doing a crime. It's like literally trying to arresting somebody for shoplifting before they even put anything in their bag. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
well, to be fair,
you were going to
in Canada, you can.
Yeah, but
to be fair, in Canada, you can.
That's if they think you've actually shoplifted. They search your bags or whatever. How are they supposed to? They're going to arrest you for potentially shoplifting when they haven't even caught you with goods on you?
Oh, so okay. So I used to do this. So I have a bit of an inside track with this. By law in Canada, you can stuff your pockets with as much shit you want. I do it all the time. I love watching loss prevention watch me because they think I'm going to steal something. And I don't. I just love sticking it in my pockets just to see them squirm. You are not considered shoplifting until you have exited the store. So you have left the last opportunity, because you can go, the two, there's the 2 double doors. You could go through one, you're fine. You go outside of the building, now you are considered it's theft. Oh, you have to make a reasonable opportunity.
Well,
but
exactly. Once you've actually left with the goods, like, that makes sense. Like, once you've
what
left
they're doing,
the building with the goods, these guys didn't even have goods on them. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna look at them as shoplifters, let's just say, they didn't even have any goods on them. They didn't do anything, and they just stopped them under suspicion because of an informant or something like that. But they didn't know if they were actually gonna commit an act at all. So to me, getting arrested for not committing an act because they thought you were going to do something is just that doesn't seem right. And that's America.
But so I like, to me, this is really disturbing. Like, when the federal government is having to state tax, like, there was that story of a kid that was dating an undercover cop in high school, never did drugs, never did anything like that, and she convinced him to go buy weed and sell it to her. And then they charged him with fucking drug possession and trafficking. Total, like, at what point is this entrapment? Like, the Gretchen
Right?
Whitmer thing. The Gretchen Whitmer thing. 12 of 23 of the what the hell were they? There was like Wolf Pack or some stupid fucking last name. 12 of the 23 were federal agents. So it almost sounds like, and any of the text messages that came out, it was the feds were saying, "Hey, let's go do this. Let's go do this." And the actual group were saying, "No, we don't want to do that. No, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. We can do this and this and this and this." It was total bullshit. It was completely fucking fabricated. And I got to add a couple more. I forgot.
Well, see, and that's what doesn't, like, when you first started telling that story right there, I was just supposed to be like, is this a Jump or 21 Jump Street episode or something? Like, it totally sounds like it. This does not sound like it should be real. And the thing
looking
is, like,
at any of these photos,
they can't find criminals, that they have to invent them. They have to create them.
They're too busy molesting women and looking at child porn.
Exactly.
I think I'm joking. 90 women are coming forward accusing the FBI in the United States of molesting women.
Oh,
90. 90. And the FBI did nothing about it.
Well, what are they going to do about it? They'll be like, no. I didn't molest her. I was watching my child porn. Ah, shit.
Right.
I still got my job, right?
I couldn't have. Yeah, I was. Those kids ain't gonna molest themselves. Come on, like, they're making it. I have to watch it. It'd be disrespectful if I didn't watch that.
I didn't make it. It just showed up.
No, I have to. It's like if someone gave you a box of chocolates, even though you don't really like chocolates. If it was like those Terry chocolate oranges that I know you love so much. You kind of, well, thanks. I don't really like it, but they bought it specially for me. I have to eat it, right? I have to. So to them, it's like the child porn is like the Terry chocolate orange. Sorry, Terry chocolate orange. I like your chocolate oranges, but it's just
no. Okay, that's a really bad analogy, because I'm just gonna say it's
a perfect analogy.
It's not, because I would not eat it. That is freaking. I would not. I had one of them and I gave it to the kids. It is disgusting. I tried one piece of it and went blah. It could sit there and rot. I wouldn't touch it. Chocolate and fruit do not belong together. It is.
Yes, they do. You're an idiot.
To me. Well,
okay. Anyone that's listening, really, a fat person saying chocolate on stuff doesn't go. Shut up.
You fucking asshole. No, I like my salt. That's why I'm all bloaty. Okay.
No, but
chocolate and fruit don't belong together. It's so.
Yes, they do. You're dumb. You're dumb.
Now, if you put a car crash in front of me, well, I gotta watch it. I can't look away.
Okay, well, but I'm saying, like, someone is doing this. Someone's making this. So it would be disrespectful not to watch. There were more FBI.
It'd be disrespectful not to watch. Well, yeah. I have to. I'm doing it for the benefit of that. I'm trying to make sure they're okay in the end. I want to make sure there's a happy ending. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of
happy ending.
Did you see there was an NBC host that got charged with trying to have sex with a kid? an NBC host.
No, I didn't, but I gotta say, some of the jokes that I make just gross me out too. It disturbed me on so many levels.
No, but I don't know. Like, I understand Canada isn't the US, but also on the other foot, the US is not Canada. But if they want to do this stuff, Canada capitulates a lot to what the US requests. They do that quite often. So in when they are staging events, when they are literal sabotage, that is corrupt. And now when you have people at the very, very top are saying, "Oh, well, I didn't keep any records, Bill Blair." Yeah, no, of course you did. You just made sure that you deleted everything. No, but it's just convenient that the top cop that knows all these crooked type of things. Well, it's just convenient that he has no notes. He has no recollection of any of this type of stuff.
Mhm.
Oh man, it's convenient. And you're supposed to be a minister. You're supposed to have some type of information, some type of knowledge, and then what do we pay you for?
Like minister, like priest minister?
No, he's the
Oh.
minister of fucking bullshit is what he is.
Oh, okay, but I don't really care. Okay. I was just curious when you said minister. But if we're gonna talk about things that what happened to where's this list? Epstein's list.
Oh, of course, it's
Going
total.
on with
Yeah.
that. Of course.
Minister. Oh, he was Minister of Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness, and as Minister of Border Security and Organized Crime.
See, if Epstein if he actually killed himself, okay? Let's just say that is what happened, even though you and I both know it's not. But let's just say he actually did. If he actually did, then obviously there'd be no issue with this list being let out because it would be out. But, they shut him up and they got rid of that list so nobody would ever find out. And the funny thing is, you don't hear people talking about it. You don't hear people demanding, where is this list? Just like, the whole, Biden laptop scenario. Everything just gets hush hush. Like, how deep does this go?
Oh, it's rotten to the core. And again, this is where the left, I've said this before, this is where, people latch onto that. Yeah, the middle class is getting obliterated by special interest, by the elites at the top. But you're seeing it more and more. I just seen that according to had did a poll. Trust in Canadian media is all-time low.
Sorry,
at like a 36%.
What's at an all-time low?
Trust in the media in Canada is at like an all-time low.
Yeah, I could see that 100%.
Yeah, I think it's at about 36%, and it's been on consistent decline for years now. So people are starting to see through. We're starting to see through the bullshit. Sorry, we're having some internet issues. So, but I think that's really it. People are starting to understand that what's going on here. The narrative is crumbling, and they're not trusting it. They're not trusting this. Does anyone trust that the CBC, was reporting this truthfully, and then just ninja removed this whole story?
Right.
That caused a provocation of using the Emergency Act that, well, the CBC had reported. They said that in the House of Commons. They had used that. So,
yeah,
it's good to see. 100%. It's good to see. Good to see that people are actually starting to wake up and think for themselves. But, all right, let's get out of here.
That face, though. Oh, God, stop doing that. All right, well, thank you, everybody, for taking the time out of your day to come sit with us and listen to some crazy shit that we got to say about the crazy shit going on in the world today. Hope everyone's had a fantastic week so far. Have a great day.
It does
And-
take everything you got.
And don't forget to check us out in all the places listed in the description box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you to all of our subscribers that we have so far. Mad love to all of you. And we will catch you guys again tomorrow for Friday. Have a good night, guys. Bye. Ooh, that face, though.